piccolo in su, senti il caffè, perché? Ma perché sei qua? Che cosa vuoi da me? Soldi non ne ho. Io sono Alfredo, soldi non ne ho. Sono Alfredo, più che di stesso, come farò? Soldi non ne ho, come farò? Fallo accanto e rido e non lo so, come farò? Soldi non ne ho, come farò? Fallo accanto e rido, ma però io non ne ho. Da molto lontano sei arrivata tu, ma da dove arrivi? Oh, bella signora, eri bionda, eri blu, occhi stanchi, denti bianchi. Sì, sono felice di averti qua. Soldi non ne ho. Io sono Alfredo. Soldi non ne ho. Sono Alfredo, più che di stesso, come farò? Soldi non ne ho, come farò? Fallo e rido e canto, non lo so, come farò? Soldi non ne ho, come farò? Fallo e rido e scherzo, ma però io non ne ho. Soldi non ne ho, come farò? Fallo e rido e canto e non lo so, come farò? Soldi non ne ho, come farò? Fallo e rido e scherzo, ma però io non ne ho. Soldi non ne ho, come farò? Ballo e rido e canto e non lo so, come farò? Soldi non ne ho, come farò? Ballo e rido e scherzo, ma però io non ne ho. Soldi non ne ho, come farò? Ballo e rido e canto, non lo so, come farò? Soldi non ne ho, come farò? Ballo e rido e scherzo, ma però io non ne ho. Soldi non ne ho, come farò? Ballo e rido e canto.
Hello. Hello and hi. I hope everyone is doing well this nice summer evening. Okay, I know it's not summer yet, but definitely feels like it. Ugh. For some reason I could not change the game before starting, so now the stream started with Lady Sia again. It's a great way of starting out. Let's let's add a couple of tags. While there's nobody here. Sierra Leone, what the fuck? Quest for Glory Games. Whatever. So I might have done something stupid before. I just went ahead and applied the Quest for Glory 4 enhanced patch, but perhaps it might not have been a great idea because I don't know if it creates problems with SCUM VM. But I guess we'll find out. I mean, worst case scenario, I'll reinstall it again. Anyway, yeah, sorry. Starting today, I'll play Quest for Glory Shadows of Darkness, or Quest for Glory 4 Shadows of Darkness, or just Shadows of Darkness. I don't know. Call it whatever you want. But it's one of my favorite games ever. Probably one of my favorite... surely one of my favorite Sierra games ever, but probably also one of my favorites. And it's gonna be good. It's gonna be very silent as well, which is always good. And the game was released in 1993, and it was supposed to be, originally was supposed to be the third chapter in the series, but then Sierra wanted the series to go on longer, so they forced the Coles, the two creators, to create another game, which was Quest for Glory 3 Wages of War, which is okay, it's not that bad. And so Shadows of Darkness was postponed as a fourth chapter, and it came out quite bugged, despite being quite a good game. So it's kind of a problem playing it. I was about to say playing it today, but it was also a problem back then because it also crashed back then. So it always was a problem. So that's good. That's good. But then again, it's not like no one cares. So I mean, to be honest, we'll play the version from 1994, not the original 1993 version. So the version with voices is actually pretty nicely dubbed. But yeah, I originally played the silent version because, of course, my version was pirated, as it happens. And so, yes, it was the floppy version, I guess. Which I don't know if it's more bugged than the CD version. It's yeah. I've never understood exactly which version is the least terrible, which one is okay. Who knows? So yeah, I guess we can open it. Shut up. Also got the MT32 Roland MT32 emulation going on, so music is a little bit different. Also one of the best soundtracks from the 90s. I did want to play the Paladin, but I guess did not really think about importing a character, so I guess we'll just create one. Okay, so we'll do the fighter. Gonna go back to basics.
You awaken from nightmares of flying and falling.
Hi, chat.
You find yourself in this strange place.
Where are the subtitles?
The only illumination, an eerie green glow. You've lost your weapons and the contents of your backpack somewhere during the
Remember
journey. All you have are the clothes and armor on your back. This leaves you with 4 burning questions. Where are you? How did you get here? Who brought you here? And how in blazes can you get out of here? No, make that 5 burning questions.
We're in a
What
cave.
city did your luggage end up in this time?
Okay, can we have the subtitles? Where the fuck are the subtitles? Text.
You are in a large cave,
Okay.
dimly lit by glowing lichen on the walls. Strange, irregular outcroppings of stone grow from the ground, looking like the skeleton of some enormous beast. Here and there, petrified human bodies seem to grow half in, half out of the floor and walls. It's a rotted, ancient corpse, half buried in the cave wall.
So we're gonna start by stealing items from the dead,
This search reveals a piece of hard grey rock, which you take,
as one
and
does.
some coins, 3 crowns and 13 kopecks.
Yeah, the small grace of flint. You vaguely remember something about using flint and steel together.
You find 30 assorted copper and gold coins on the body. The torch is firmly embedded in its holder.
I never understood why you can't see the torch here. I mean, where is the torch? I can see the altar, but there's no torch. So you have to trust the narrator that there is a
This
torch.
torch is firmly embedded in its holder.
Okay, there must be another here.
You take the torch.
There we go. No, we can't have light yet.
The desiccated corpse.
Let's have some running.
You search the desiccated body. The only still usable item is a dagger which you pick up. However, lying around the bones are some coins. 5 golden coins. Each have a crown stamped onto them. And 13 small copper coins, each stamped 1 kopek.
Ba-ba-da-ba. Okay, let's have some light.
You scrape the flint with your dagger. You strike a spark with the flint.
There we go. What was that? What's this? It's a plate? Where did it come from? It's not in the inventory. The fuck?
This does not seem to be the best place to do that.
It's not seem to be the...
You trim and clean your fingernails. Neatness counts.
I mean, we're what? 2 minutes in and this is already the first bug? Nice. That was fast.
You put the torch back.
Okay, that's not very useful.
You take the torch.
It is John Rice Davies, which you might remember maybe in the first Indiana Jones, or the latest Indiana Jones.
It seems to be a kind of stone valve, acting as a door to the passageway beyond.
I watch in Italian. Yes,
You're
but
in a large
there's
cave.
the actor is the same. So you might not recognize the voice, but yeah, at least you know the actor. The problem with the voice acting, of course, because this is from 1994, is it's compressed to shit, so it sounds...
Attacks have no effect on the door valve.
Where are we running? Come on, let's run. Is there a real speed run? Oh, that was an awful joke, I'm sorry.
You force the sphincter open with your dagger and pass through.
So if you use the dagger, it doesn't work. But if you don't use the dagger, it
You've
works
made it
with the
into a
dagger.
large chamber.
Love it.
Stone valves, like the one you just passed through, apparently block 3 other passageways. There is a huge stone altar in the center of the room, and an exit to the south.
I've played this game so many times, and I barely remember the ending because I think I've finished it once. Come on, take this.
You gratefully retrieve the shield and battered sword from the dead warrior. You hope that they will serve you better than they did their last owner.
No fanfare. Okay, this is a rusty sword. So better, you can get it all the proper temper. Still, it's better than fighting barehanded or even with a dagger. Is it so difficult? I mean, the problem is not that it's difficult. The problem is that it's a long game and it's also very buggy. So you end up finding some way of cursing yourself to never finish
The
it.
rough stone altar is covered with dark stains, as of blood long since dried to powder. You feel a creepy, uneasy sensation whenever you pass near it.
Okay, I don't think there's nothing we can do here, so we can leave. Alright, the first
As you
battle.
approach the exit,
Completely
you are
forgot.
confronted by 2 flying creatures.
Let's see.
They have bat
Let's see how the
wings
speed
and
works.
spider-like bodies.
Come on. Yeah, it's definitely a little bit too fast.
In a bitter battle, you were better than the badders.
Ho ho!
You kick some butt too.
Hey hey!
Long path. You're in the heart of the.
No, I wanted to. Okay, never mind.
A heavy rope bridge spans the deep chasm. A deep pit fills most of this hallway. The rope bridge spans the narrowest stretch of the chasm.
I like that. In this period of time, I mean, you didn't really need a whole narrator telling you everything that you see. I mean, you can tell that this is a rope between 2 rocks. I mean, you don't need a narrator to tell you, but it was just Sierra's DNA. It was so imprinted that they had to still have the narrator describe mostly everything.
There is a broad stone ledge on this side of the rope bridge.
I mean, we can see the stone ledge, so you don't really need a description. But still, it's of course, it's a great way to have jokes. If we want to cram some jokes in...
You cautiously test the rope before crossing. It feels as though it's firmly anchored on both ends of the chasm. You painstakingly cross the rope bridge hand over hand. It's a good thing you've been keeping up with your weight training.
I have. I do keep up on my weight training.
You can see the entrance to a large cave at the bottom of the pit. You catch an occasional glimpse of a horrid, multi-tentacled monster just inside the cave.
Can be inclusive. Yeah, I mean, that's true, even though I don't think any... Yeah, maybe colorblind, but no... You have to see very well to play Quest for Glory, or Sierra games in general.
You slip through the mouth of the cave, just in time to avoid being crushed by its closing jaws.
It didn't do... Whew!
You are alive! Only one person has ever walked away from there before. Who are you? How did you get here? Oh, there are so many questions I want to ask you, but I have to get home quickly. It is so dangerous out at night in Mordavia. The town is due north of here. Be careful. There are many bad things wandering around.
Bad,
Good luck.
better.
Oh, by the way, my name is Katrina.
By the way.
I hope we meet again sometime. Farewell.
Actually, you know what? Maybe he's better. Yes, like that.
This symbol looks like a six-armed starfish, or perhaps like the tentacles of an octopus. You sense a feeling of strange, chaotic power from it. The six-pointed symbol seems to pulse with energy and comes loose in your hand when you touch it. You have the feeling that you may need this sign.
Pick up
So
everything that isn't
carefully
nailed
store
down.
it in your pack.
Ba-ba-da-ba. Yes.
This symbol looks like a mouth with pursed lips.
Okay, we're very close to the first crash. Let's see what happens. I could save, but no point. Let's see what happens. I remember the game crashed a lot.
The path is dripping with slimy goo.
Goo.
You're having a hard time
I love the
maintaining
way
your
it says
footing on
goo.
it.
Goo. Sounds so satisfied. Goo. Whoopsie. You know where the game crashes by heart. Of course, it's one of my favorite games, so you know.
This tall standing stone has been carved so that the top looks like a squid is perched upon it. It doesn't look particularly stable. The stone moves slightly as you push on it.
Okay, it hasn't crashed yet, so I
A
don't know.
delicately crafted bonsai bush looks totally out of place in a pool of dark, unhealthy-looking goo.
Goo. I would love to take that word to bed. Sounds great. Goo. Yes. Yes. Oh, the will-o-wisp.
You see a floating, coruscating ball of light. You're still not very experienced at climbing. Keep practicing and you'll get...
Better.
It doesn't budge. It doesn't budge.
It doesn't budge. I like the hands too, that want to drag you down. Whee! Okay, let's pick up some rocks. Let's see if I
You
can
grab a handful of rocks.
free the bonsai.
You grab...
It's probably too early, but
You...
I mean, the sooner the better. Of course, the thing with Quest for Glory 4, which I don't think happened in the last Quest for Glory, is that you need to do some things very early on, and if you don't do them, you're fucked. You never complete the game. So there's a lot of bugs, a lot of dead ends. So that's a great
You missed the rock pile.
combination.
You missed... You... You... You missed... You missed... You missed...
You met. Fuck. You met. You met. You met. I hit it.
You missed...
No.
You missed...
Fuck. I skipped it. How's my throwing? How do I look? 204. I mean, that's pretty good. I should be able to... I'm gonna forget this. Obviously not. I mean, the people didn't forgive it even back then. I don't know exactly what happened. Why is this game has so many bugs? But you know, I guess rush development times or something. Also, the day and night cycle is well done, but also that creates problems as well. Because everything in Quest for Glory 4 creates problems. It's a very hard, you know, it's a hard love. It's tough love when you like a game that is so hard to play.
You missed...
You missed.
You hit the rock pile, but the throw wasn't powerful enough to do... You hit the... You are so exhausted.
Okay, I'm exhausted. I think I'll just...
You man...
Come on, it's almost done. Come on.
You missed...
Hey, Paolo, welcome.
You...
Come on, you
You...
Come on!
You...
Come on! Fuck! Okay, we'll go back later. I think we need to have some rest. Let's have some... let's reach the city. The town. The city. Of course, I remember by heart everything. What the rest has to do with the rock. I don't know what that means. I was trying to free the bonsai. That's what I was trying to do, but it definitely takes a bit of time. It's too early, as I said. I mean, you need to do some things pretty early, but this is too early. Because I'm tired. You see that there are two health bars, and one is the health bar, the one covered by the squid, so this one, and the other is the stamina bar. So the stamina bar you use to do things, but when it's empty you start losing health pretty fast, so you need to sleep.
You find 5 crowns that someone hid in the hollow stump.
Of course, I find money everywhere. Oh, let's also take some corn.
You take an ear of the corn and put it away in your pack.
Perfect. Okay, now we can go to the town. Let's enjoy some good Mordavia hospitality. Let's pick some flowers too. Why does he run like he's got problems?
You pick some flowers and put them away. You already have some flowers.
I can only have one flowers. There's a Bürgermeister.
You! How did you get here? Why are you here? Few strangers come to Mordavia. I am the Burgomeister. It is my job to know everyone and everything that goes on here.
The Burgomeister looks like a strong, hearty man, although he has a sad expression.
Everyone in Mordavia is sad.
You don't notice anything special there?
I wasn't looking there.
My name is Dmitri Ivanov. I am the Burgomeister of this town. Mordavia is a valley surrounded by mountains. There used to be a road which led from here, but heavy rains have created a swamp at the base of the mountain south of here. No wagons can get you in or out.
So as
Nor
usual,
can any person, except perhaps you.
we are stuck, and that's a tradition in Quest for Glory. Everywhere you go, you're just stuck. Stuck until you solve whatever problem you have in the town.
This is the town of Mordavia. There is an inn and a shop down the street where you can spend the night or get some supplies and be on your way.
I can't be on my way, it's
The
stuck.
sooner you leave, the better for
I
all.
can't leave.
There are many dangers in Mordavia.
Dimitri,
and
I can't leave, you
certainly
just said
do
it.
not need a stranger to stir up new troubles. There are many strange and dangerous creatures that live in Mordavia. Trust nothing. The gates of this town are closed at sunset. Do not let yourself get caught outside after dark, for few can survive a Mordavian night.
Mordavian
or
nights.
remain sane enough to speak of it.
That's the classic. Okay. Let's go say hi to the shopkeeper. He's one of my favorite characters. We still run strange. I don't know what's up with that.
This general store is cheery and well lit, thanks to the warm hearth. The first things that you notice are the cats. They seem to be everywhere. Then you see the shopkeeper, sitting on her rocking chair as she knits. She's a very, sturdy-looking woman.
So, you're the stranger in town. I've heard all about you already.
Like 2 minutes later, from who did she hear? I like all the cats too.
This used to be a knitting basket, but now seems to have become a cat basket. Amazing how that tends to happen.
Soundtrack is so good. I could just shut up and listen to the soundtrack. I know that nobody will like it, but it's so good. Let's pick some garlic. Can we pick some garlic?
The garlic costs just 25 kopecks for a bulb, if you would like some.
That's too much, lady. Okay, let's talk with the lady. Do we want to grab the lady?
Oh my, what strong hands you have. Let me feel your muscles.
Uh-oh.
On second thought, you realize you really don't want to do much touching of this woman, or vice versa.
Okay.
If you must know, my name is Olga Stovich. What's your name, stranger? And what are you doing in Mordavia?
Oh, I don't know if I would call it a fire spirit, but she definitely has a spirit.
Oh, professional hero, huh?
That's a great job.
Easy to say, hard to do.
We'll see.
Like a porn actor.
Let me see, what could you use? Well, besides my regular items like brooms and pens, I really don't have anything else for adventurers like yourself. Now, I do have some lovely sandwiches you can use for rations. And garlic. Of course you'll need garlic.
Who doesn't need garlic?
Some oil you can use to keep the weapons and armor from rustling. And if you like sweets, I've got some yummy homemade candy. Although the garlic flavored ones have all been purchased by now.
Oh no, no garlic flavored candy. How can we do that? How can we live without that?
And they're shopping.
Oh, we can ask about each one. Okay, that's a lot of dialogue.
3 twists of candy will cost you just 5 kopecks. The kids love him.
I've never seen any kids in this town, lady, so I'm not sure.
Oh, now garlic is a must-have item. It's just 25 kopecks for a bulb.
I should have put a clove of garlic in front of the webcam. Fuck.
Storekeeper looks around nervously for a moment, then continues.
You know, some say garlic also has medicinal and protective properties. What would you like to know about?
I like that we can ask about things that we don't know yet. Like, innkeeper's wife. We haven't even been to the inn.
Yeah, Bella's a good woman. She's the one who really...
Okay, maybe we'll come back and ask about these things later. I mean, right now it doesn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah, my husband and myself had run this shop for many, many years. My husband passed on now, but I keep it just the way he liked it. A well-run shop is a busy shop, he always used to say.
Like a house.
Not very busy anymore, what with the swamp. But I try to keep it going the best I can. Mostly housewares.
Okay, do we want to buy something? Perhaps we will buy something. Let's buy a couple of trail rations. Couple candies and an oil flask.
You rub a bit of oil into your weapon to keep it rust-free. You rub a bit...
Okay. Thanks, lady. Thanks, Olga.
Goodbye. Or, as my dear departed Boris used to say, may the winds blow fair at your back.
So let's go say hi to the innkeeper now.
You've entered a small but nicely furnished country inn. Stairs lead up to the guest bedrooms. The floor is covered with sawdust and peanut shells. The barrel contains the few shells that manage to land in it. The innkeeper stares at you with an expression of fear and astonishment. It is several seconds before he speaks.
This is the Hotel Mordavia. Rooms here are 15 kopecks for room and board. Pay for 1 week in advance. Your room will be the first room at the top of the stairs.
Okay, so there's no saying no at the room.
Evening, just sit down over there by the door.
Pay the innkeeper for your room and board.
Thank you for your payment.
Okay, can we have a meal? A room costs less than a head of... I told you that the galley is expensive. Okay, we can even have a meal. Nice.
It's a typical country breakfast. Fried beets and sausage with garlic for a garnish.
I mean, not bad. I've had worse. I also am sad that the eating is automatic. You don't even see it. In fact, so many times I've tried to click on the plate to do something, but no. Yeah, I just ate. So that's all the eating.
My name is Yuri Markarov. My wife's name is Bella. We are the owners of this inn. The Hotel Mordavia has been in my family for generations. It is the only place to be when darkness falls at night. Everything else is closed, and even we lock the doors. You must knock if you wish to come in.
I mean, that's just good manners.
The Hotel Mordavia has been in my family for generations. It is the only place to be when darkness falls at night.
When darkness
Everything
falls.
else is closed, and even
Oh, so okay, I really asked
if
that.
you climb the stairs, your room is the first door on the right.
Yeah, and we know that.
Make certain you are back in town before dusk. The gates of the town will close solidly to keep out any dangers.
But we can climb.
The Burgomeister is the mayor of the town. You will be wise to listen to what he says and stay out of trouble. There is not much for sale at the shop next door,
Forgot.
but you may find something you need there. The monastery is to the north of here. It has been abandoned for many, many years, but it has a bad reputation. No one in town will go near it. And if you have any sense,
Of course, we'll have to go to the monastery
neither will you.
pretty soon.
There are many ill things that roam this valley by night. Make certain that you never have to meet them.
Okay, we'll talk with these nice fellas
Three of
later.
the townsmen huddle together. They keep looking in your direction as they talk. You suspect that they are saying something not particularly complimentary about you.
Look at those blonde hair. He looks like shit.
This giant wild boar's head is a trophy of the Burgomeister's last boar hunt. That must have been one impressive boar. Ornamental plates seem to be the fashionable decoration in country inns from here to Spielberg. A warm fire blazes in the hearth.
Oh. Okay, let's go see our room. Let's go have a little bit of a sleep, rest. Also, let's see if I can fix this animation because it's driving me nuts.
You unlock the door.
This stop and go. Okay, we can actually pick a free
You
garlic.
take a clove of garlic in case you meet an Italian chef somewhere.
No respect, no serious Italian chef would be caught dead without a clove of garlic in his pocket or her pocket, whatever.
You are so exhausted.
Yeah, I was trying to go to bed. Okay,
After some rest, you feel better.
okay, let's have a couple of.
After
2 quick sleeps.
after
Okay. Should be fairly early still. Yeah, it's midday, it's fine.
It's a braided circular rug, apparently mass-produced. Garlic braids festoon the room, adding that certain special ambiance of Gilroy in the spring to the room.
For example, I don't know what this means. I have no idea what that reference
The
is.
bed is adequate, but nothing to take home with you. Assuming, that is, that you leave in one piece and with your throat intact. Not necessarily a good assumption. The furnishings... The window opens out onto the back of the inn. The candle provides a supplementary light source to economize on lamp oil.
I mean, we know that lamp oil is expensive, rope too. Okay, time to venture out. Let's go see this monastery. Oh,
So, you are still around, are you? When are you leaving Mordavia?
Okay, let's see if I can fix this. Okay, so let's put less speed, more detail maybe. No, it still runs funny. What the okay, let me... No. The fuck? What does it run like a...
As you enter the northern part of the town, you hear the sound of a chisel chipping away at a stone
Oh
block.
no, the
A
MT-32
man is
emulates the
carving
chipping.
gravestones at one
Fuck.
end of the street. Your attention quickly moves from the stone carver to the
The
ominous Gothic
MT-32
building in the center of the
problems.
street. There is definitely something not right about this structure.
Ugh.
That's Igor's current tombstone masterpiece. He's been having trouble keeping ahead of business lately. From the hump on his back to his twisted body, this is either the Hunchback of Notre Dame, a mad scientist lab assistant, a gravedigger, or an Elvis impersonator?
I don't understand the one about the Elvis impersonator, but... There's Igor.
Igor. Just Igor. Building was Adventurers Guild. No adventurers, no guild. Town Mordavia. This north part of town.
You'll be very sorry.
Oh, this day job. Also work graveyard shift. Little graveyard humor there. Igor dig graves in cemetery. Igor put dead person in grave. Igor cover dead person with dirt. Igor put headstone on grave.
That's a simple life.
Oh, plenty job security around here. Business is piling up. Little graveyard humor there.
The faces are great. I love Igor. Igor is just the best.
Oh, Igor not hear rumors. Igor not no stranger in town. Igor not no doctor make strange things in lab. Igor not no funny man in not funny. Igor not know many things. Igor not hear many things. Bad building. No go there.
He went into He went into Yoda mode for a second.
Bad building. No go there. Bad.
Okay, we got it. Okay, one more time.
The door is locked.
Who had the key? The Burgmeister? I don't. I usually force it, but let's do things politely. Let's ask for the key.
You've entered the Burgomeister's sparsely appointed office. The scanty light filtering in through the open window casts grim shadows on the room's scant furnishings.
Do you need something? Or are you bothering me on general principles?
I'm bothering you on general principles. Also, I like that the things that you can say change if you put them out on yourself.
What do you want from me this time?
We tell the Burgomeister what you're trying to do in Mordavia.
What are we trying to do?
You are a good talker, I'll grant you that. If you do half the things they say you will do, then
They
I'll
say.
be very surprised.
Who's they? Okay.
The old Adventurers Guild is at the north end of town. It has been abandoned for many years.
Hey, Jeff.
Since we have not had many adventurers who could cross the swamp. Seeing as you are supposed to be an adventurer. Here,
Adventurer.
have a key to the guild door. Perhaps you can find something of use there.
Playing a good game for once, yes. I mean, one of my favorite games ever. Also, perhaps Jeff, you could help with the reference. So I looked at the garlic that are around my room, and the joke was they had an ambience of Gilroy in the spring. And I don't know what that means. I guess it's a reference. It's not a reference to Quest for Glory, as far as I know. So.
Try to avoid getting into trouble. I would not like to have you in my jail, after all.
You're pretty good with references, so I thought I'd ask. So we have the key. He's still running strange. I don't know what's up with that. Still, so far, no bugs. So that's
You
already.
unlock the door using the key the Burgomeister gave you.
Also, let me save since.
You've entered a rundown room that looks like a cross between an office and a gym. One end is dominated by exercise equipment, the other by a desk and bookshelf. The whole affair looks abandoned and generally in poor condition.
Okay, there's automatic save, so that's fine.
There are a number of books on the shelf, including Hero Magazine's Golden Guild Guide to Mordavia, Flora, Fauna, and Folklore.
How the Coles love alliteration. It's one of their favorite things, I think.
Which book do you want to read?
There's a guy fighting the spring in a place in California. Oh yes, they mentioned the spring too, right? That's quite an obscure. Okay.
You read the book entitled Climbing Skills for Upwardly Mobile Adventurers. It's written entirely in one-syllable words, obviously intended for fighters.
Or TikTokers.
Absolutely fascinating. This book teaches you that climbing sheer walls is best left for specialists, but that anyone with reasonable strength can climb using a rope and grapnel. You're pretty sure you know what to do now. The book turns out to be an advertising brochure. It says, "I, Dr. Cranium, predict that someday one of my descendants will become the subject
They sure
of a
did.
major computer game. The Castle of Dr. Brain from
Boo.
Sierra Online."
Also, it was not a major computer game.
Jeez, how cheesy can you get?
Good read that, John. That was nice.
This book teaches the ancient Oriental art of talk fu. How to overcome opponents by attacking them with the unpronounceable names of martial arts forms and confusing them with fortune cookie wisdom. You get lost somewhere between karate and kuksel.
Is Kuxel an actual thing? I've never checked. It is! It's Korean martial arts. Okay.
This book teaches you how to use the stair stepper to build strong leg muscles and talks about the importance of whole
Do not
body
skip leg
development.
day.
It
Shadows
says
of
to build
Darkness
up your
tells you that.
strength gradually by adding weights to the baskets. As you scan through Hero, the Journal of General Job Adjusting, you find quite a bit of information.
Which is
that
basically
might
the
be
manual.
useful here.
In the box there was, you know, the
There are a
usual
series
computer
of
manual, and then there
articles
was
about the land
Hero.
of Mordavia.
So
The town originally grew up around Castle Borgov.
it was a fake magazine.
The Borgovs were the boyars, or local noblemen, assigned the role of guarding the area from invaders. The chapter on fauna describes a number of interesting creatures. The Necritor is a vicious carnivore with big, sharp
Necritor.
teeth. Some of the other monsters sound even more horrific. In the forest lives the Lishi, a creature known for playing practical jokes on travelers and playing riddle games.
Again, a
but
TikToker.
which can also be helpful to those
Okay,
it
I'll stop
likes.
with jokes on
You
TikTok.
learn about the Rosalka, the spirit of a murdered unmarried woman. Such spirits are said to inhabit lakes and rivers. They try to avenge themselves by drowning any man foolish enough to approach them. You could really learn a lot by reading this magazine thoroughly instead of just browsing through it. Isn't it nice that we included a complete copy in your game box?
Ah. I like the little face too. Talking about early emojis.
Nice try. But the bookshelf won't budge. There is an empty picture frame above the bookshelf. The frame is concealing a secret passage, but you can't see any way to open it from here.
Yeah, it's also for thieves, so we don't care. But there's a sword
A
here.
finely crafted sword rests within this case. A plaque reads, "Break glass in emergency."
I mean, it is an emergency.
Are you kidding? You have trouble forcing a mayonnaise jar open, let alone a heavy case.
That's
You need to
rude.
build up your
Oh,
strength before
rude.
you can get through this one.
Okay, let's break it then.
You break open the front of the case. Avoiding the broken glass, you pull out the
I never
sword.
understood why you
It
should
looks like a fine
force
quality
it. I
weapon.
mean, who cares? Let's break it.
A hero's life may be tough, but that's no excuse for seppuku. This is a long, sturdy-looking rope with a grapnel hook attached to one end.
That's what we like.
You pick up the rope and grapnel set and tie it onto your pack.
Now you can practice climbing.
You heft the grapnel and throw it up in the air. Luckily, it catches the big ring instead of the top of your head. That was good climbing practice, but you haven't quite got it yet. Keep trying.
So basically, this room is all about grinding, especially if you're a fighter. I mean, it's useful.
That
It's
was
useful
good.
if you're a thief too, but wizards, I think, not. You can practice weights.
Your legs are too stiff and sore to use this right now.
Then you go back and practice climbing.
That was good climbing. That was good.
What time is it? It's still midday, so let's rest a bit.
After some rest,
Now let's sign the logbook.
a large book on the desk must be the Adventurer's Logbook, a fixture in adventurers' guilds everywhere.
Time to sign.
That would be a lot easier if the desk had a drawer. You sign your name into the adventurer's logbook with a flourish. It's almost become a habit by now. You read in the adventurer's log about some of the exploits of past adventurers in Mordavia. Prominent among them is the story of Piotr and the Dark One's cult.
Which you only see if you're a
Near the end
paladin.
of the book, Piotr tells how he led the armies against the Chernovi cult outside the Dark One's cave. The fighters were trained soldiers, but the cult members fought like madmen. Suddenly, the cult members changed their forms and became grotesque monsters. Many of the soldiers panicked and ran. The battle was nearly lost. Then Piotr heard the voice of Irana. By all my will, I banish you too. The voice was cut off. The cult members screamed and ran. Piotr entered the cave and searched for some sign of life. All he could find
Yeah,
were the
it is
grotesque
Mordavia, not
remains of
Moldavia.
cult
Yep.
members. The only sign of Irana was her magical staff lying on the ground. Piotr picked it up and left the cave, knowing that Irana was beyond his help. Piotr then tells how he brought the staff back to town and placed it in the town square. A garden of flowers instantly sprang up around it. Near the end of the book, Piotr tells that he was going to seek out the rituals of the Dark One and destroy them. There are no later entries.
Okay, let's do some more weight training.
Your legs are too stiff.
Okay, we're doing something.
After some rest. Your legs are too stiff. That would...
I know it's not that fun, but yeah, I mean, we'll have to do some grinding.
After...
But now, let's go to the monastery.
This is a bas-relief of a strange creature. It looks like an octopus with only 6 tentacles. You have a creepy feeling as if it is looking right back at you. It doesn't say much. He looks at you and then goes back to work. There is an indentation near the middle of the shadowed door. It looks like a set of 6 curved spokes radiating out from a central point.
Bad place. Very bad place. Go away. You'll be very sorry.
It does have a little bit of Yoda in there.
As you listen at the monastery door, you think you hear something drooling. It sounds as if it's very close to you. You start to open.
Nobody ever listened to Igor.
That hectopus has had the munchies ever since it got stoned. Fortunately for it, but not for you, it occasionally gets its meals delivered right to the door.
Okay, we saw one death, so that's fine. So of course we need to feed the octopus with some garlic.
That didn't do anything.
No? Okay, with some... others?
These avocado and garlic.
Avocado and garlic? I never tried avocado and garlic. They might be... Might be good. I should make an avocado and garlic sandwich for the next stream.
Of course, you may wish you'd starve to death if you have to eat them too often.
Probably.
That didn't do it. That didn't. That did.
Wait.
That did. That didn't.
What?
It does. That did. This is a bet.
Avocado and garlic sandwich, are you rich? I mean, garlic's not that expensive. Neither is avocado. I mean, the main issue with avocado, and we had this problem recently, is that you never fucking know when they're ready to be used. I mean, it's like avocado. I mean, usually you buy food and you decide when to eat the food. The fucking avocado, it doesn't want to be eaten. They want to decide when they're ready to be eaten. You can never eat them. They're either too raw or too far gone. It's never a fucking, you know, medium point or something. You buy the house of avocado toast. I mean, they're not that expensive. There's worse stuff, like gorgonzola. I mean, that's way more expensive.
That did.
Why is this fucking thing not taking my food? What am I missing? You're supposed to feed it something, so it doesn't want avocado. Indeed. So it doesn't want my candy, it doesn't want my garlic, it doesn't want my sandwiches. What the fuck does it want?
This is a bet. That did. You bite off a bit of one of the garlic cloves. Watch out, werewolves. Not to mention dates. That did.
So it's not eating my garlic. What the? Wait, maybe I need to do something first.
You push the dark one.
Ah, okay.
You have a really bad feeling about this place.
Okay, whatever.
It
And also
looks
people that
awful
kid and then the
enough.
fucking dinosaurs talking about the good old days.
general atmosphere of the place and the symbols of the Dark One everywhere make you almost want to turn and run as fast as you can.
Ah, you're supposed to feed this one. Okay, I got confused. Okay. Can't afford to buy too many avocado toast. I don't even remember last time I had avocado toast. Oh, no, okay, I do remember, but it's been a
This
while.
amazingly lifelike sculpture looks like a cross between a baby troll and a hermit or dervish. It fits the description of a domovoi, except that it's totally dried out and unmoving.
So this is the first dead end. If you don't bring it back to life in time, and in time I think it's before day 6 or 7, you're fucked. That's a dead end. I had huge problems as a kid because I had no clue what to do. There were no walkthroughs.
A long
So,
wooden table attests
that was
to a
fun.
time when this room was used to double as
Is it a Sierra
communal
game?
dining room for the monks.
Indeed, you could have understood it from the art, the beautiful art, the nice voiceover by John Rice Davies, and you know who that is, video commentatori, or the fact that I'm talking about dead ends. I wonder which one it is.
The reliefs are important only for their symbolism.
Symbolism.
You can't reach the alcove from here.
You have to do different.
It's a 6-tentacled, octopus-like creature. I guess you'd call it a hexapod. Unless you like cats, then you might call it a hexapus.
I don't understand that joke.
That's funny. The strange 6-tentacled creature is moving. It looked like another wall decoration at first.
John Rice Davies. Sala. Okay, let's give it a garlic.
Hector the hexapod happily gorges itself on the garlic. Hector looks much less hungry and perhaps a little less dangerous now.
I would love to have a little plushie of Hector the Hexapod. Why they never made that? Okay, let's go into the secret
As you
passage.
push and pull at the antique log holder, suddenly it turns in your hand and the whole back of the fireplace opens to reveal a secret
the Sliders
passage
TV
leading
series.
down. No wonder the fireplace didn't appear to have been used much.
I love this
There is
room as a
cold
kid.
feeling down here that chills your bones and sets the hairs on the nape of your neck on end. There is a musty odor of mold and mildew mingling with the sickeningly sweet smell of decaying flesh. Welcome to your nightmare.
And speaking of nightmares,
You tap the huge cask of Amontillado.
hey, Amontillado.
This is the strongest stuff you've ever tasted, assuming that you're not an aficionado of dragon's breath. Bottoms up.
Are we ready for the nightmare? Hey, bung. This is me on my birthday. This is what happens if you don't stop climate change.
Man, have you got a headache. Fortunately, the Dark One rising seems to have been just a vision, not the reality. Yet. A scroll has formed from the cask's wine droplets. You pick up the rolled paper on the floor. It has the symbol of a drop of blood at the top and the inscription, Ritual of Blood. You can't read any of the other writing on it.
Okay, let me save, since you can die in a lot of interesting ways here.
You've seen some pretty ridiculous things in your time, and that's certainly one of them. It does... It's a really silly looking statue and clearly of no value. It's also much too heavy to carry around with you.
Can we attack it?
This is not a good place.
No.
The dark confines of the recessed alcove hinted unimaginable horrors.
Let's look at the unimaginable horrors.
It doesn't budge.
No, I didn't want to budge it.
It doesn't.
Come here.
Be careful what you touch. You straighten out your jacket and retie your boots.
Yeah, okay.
The barrel is now empty.
No. Can we look into the alcove?
That didn't do anything.
No. Okay.
The roll-top desk is spotted with dark and ominous stains.
I mean, that's just anyone's desk working as a freelance, I guess.
The desk is, naturally, locked.
Can we force it?
This is not a good... That didn't do...
Fuck off.
These bizarre creatures are only stone carvings. You hope. There is a huge book on the altar. The binding looks like stretched human skin, with letters and markings written in dried blood.
I don't know if that's an Evil
The
Dead
letters
reference
spell
or
out
just a Lovecraft reference.
Necrophilicon.
Necrophilicon.
What could that mean?
Oops.
Oh, that's it. Something like the Silmarillion for of the love of death. Ooh. There's something very, very wrong
rather,
and dangerous about this book. The huge book on the altar looks fascinating. You could almost swear you saw it move. The title says Necrophilicon. Haven't you heard about this book somewhere? Maybe you should have judged this book by the cover. Anyway, the judgment seems to have gone against you. In fact, they threw the book at you.
Ho 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 ho. Okay, that was a stupid thing.
Above the altar is the sign of the Dark One, surrounded by arcane letters. A notch next to the A makes you think that perhaps that is some sort of starting point for the letters.
That fucking avuzol, that is a word that just, in my head, just brings me back terrifying traumas as a child trying to solve this game, trying to finish it. But still, I could never get angry at it. It's just too good. Okay, that's it for the monastery for the moment. We can't do anything else, I guess.
You retrieve the Dark One sign from the monastery door, then quickly step away before the Hectopus can react.
It is getting late.
The windows stare back at you like eyes in the living wall. Well, they don't really, it's just a simile, you know.
I know about simile.
You are in a totally weird place. This hallway gives you a strange feeling of Vujade.
Vujade is pretty good.
You've never been anywhere like here before, but maybe will someday. The bust's eyes seem to follow you as you walk through the hallway. You hear something bouncing around behind the door. A lot of somethings. How interesting. It sounded as though someone knocked on the other side of the door as well, several times. There is you don't hear anything. Behind the door is a sort of rat maze, but it's missing the rat, or whatever is supposed to be traversing the maze.
Okay, we can actually do this puzzle now. Let's do it.
Oh no, you've been Antwerped. Fortunately, these are just baby Antwerps, so the attack wasn't fatal.
So now we use the machine. So what we're supposed to do here is we need to trap the baby Antwerp in the machine because we need to put it through the maze because we need to get the key for the door. So you want to identify an animal, right? No. Too dangerous for you, huh? In your case, it probably is. Okay. Yes. Is it bigger than a bread box? No. Is it smaller than an ant? No. Is it black and white and red all over? Yes. Sounds like a penguin with a sunburn. Use suntan lotion for bait. Okay, no. Yes. Is it bigger than a bread box? Yes. Right. What's a bread box? I don't know. Is it a Commodore 64? Yes. No. Is it smaller than an ant? Yes. It has to be a baby ant then. Try feeding it antipasto. That's an awful joke. Awful. Okay. So no. 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 Is it yellow and does it weigh 500 pounds, have wings and have an attitude? Yes. Then it's a 500-pound canary. Say, here, kitty kitty. Does he go in the bread? Also, this video commentatory, this joke here, I think it might remind you of something. Cheap! You know. Okay, no. Is it great and wrinkle limbs in a tree? No. Is it great wrinkle wears a hat and says only you can prevent savannah fire? No. Does it bounce? Yes. You want an elephant on a pogo stick? No doubt. No. Is it blue, avocado shapes and sing waltzing Matilda? I don't think so. Also, what's waltzing Matilda? Does it go in the Queen's mouth? Must be an Antwerp. I only threw with waltzing Matilda and Mickey top. Feed the avocado. Okay, now we can give avocado to the machine.
Trap with avocado from your sandwich. Avocado was never high on your list of favorite foods anyway.
It's also expensive.
The trap starts working. You've caught an Antwerp. It's simply amazing.
I like that this part doesn't make any kind of sense, but that's absolutely fine. I'm not even mad at it. It's just great.
This is the Antwerp maze. Antwerps are naturally bouncy, so all you have to do is continually rotate the maze until the baby
Does it look like a bitch?
Bounces over to the key, then out through the exit.
Fuck. Ah. Okay. Okay. Got the key.
Congratulations. You've used the baby Antwerp to get Dr.
That was
Cranium's
fast.
laboratory key from the maze. You add the key to your keyring.
Okay, let's go say hi to Dr. Cranium. Jesus, I forgot about this. It's like how many puzzles can you throw in one room? Let me count the ways. Okay, so this goes here. What in English should I put in the moderation? Well, what did you say? He's a black man. Oh, I'll allow it. I'll allow it, but only this time. Okay, so I think that's the end of the joke from The Office UK. Don't you know that we can't quote any more jokes from that TV series? Only The Office US. Get with the program, old man. Okay. This goes here. Goes here. Goes here. Fuck. No. Okay. No, that's not right. That's not right either. Okay, that's fine. Done! Did I scream? Sorry.
Great! You've managed to find Dr. Cranium's keyhole and open the door. You pass through into Dr. Cranium's private laboratory.
This fucking music is great!
Quickly, Igor, the fluid. I must have the fluid. Oh, excuse me. I thought it was Igor coming in to assist me. He helps out in the lab sometimes. Now then, what can I do for you? My name is Dr. Cranium. I am Mordavia's chief scientist and a certified genius. Some call me mad, but I much prefer Dr. Cranium.
Ho ho.
Ah, yes, science. I'm glad you asked. Science is the process of systematically increasing our knowledge of the world through observation and experiment. Unfortunately, some of the townspeople here seem to have no concept of the wonders of science. Some of them even claim my little inventions are magical. Such poppycock. There's no such thing as magic. Still, the townspeople insisted that I should be able to use my magic to cure wounds and sickness. I told them that I am a scientist, not a doctor, but they wouldn't listen.
Mother admit test.
I had little choice but to concoct some simple elixirs. They were childishly pleased. Science is really so simple once you understand it.
You ask Dr. Cranium if he
Like
can
this
spare an
face.
empty flask
That's a
for
great
specimen
face.
collection.
Of course, of course. I am always delighted to assist scientific research of any kind, and I have plenty of flasks. You may have this one.
Thanks. That's also a good face. Little bit stoned.
Experiments are the meat and drink of science.
That-
First, you must
that's
come
a
up
great
with
way
a
to put it.
hypothesis based on your understanding
So
of
this
the
is where
scientific
we need the
elements.
manual.
Then perform an experiment
And
to
that's where
test
I
the
got
hypothesis.
fucked when I
Afterwards,
played it.
you have a pizza.
So let's ask about pizza.
Pizza is a crucial ingredient in many scientific formulae. There is a nearly infinite variation in its effects, depending on whether one starts with pepperoni, mushrooms, artichokes, or plain cheese. One
Pepperoni.
should always order extra pizza in case the experiment requires additional materials.
Very
Besides,
true.
Science is hungry work.
Words to live by.
Earth is for solidity and stability. Air gives freedom and movement. Fire provides power and energy. Water, fluidity, and life. Pizza, of course, is the most important element of all.
We can agree.
Pizza represents the essence of well-roundedness and regaining strength.
Especially with pineapple on it.
You can have it delivered in under half an hour in most areas.
That too.
A hypothesis is a scientific guess. One predicts the result of an operation, performs an experiment to test the prediction, then has a pizza to celebrate the result. It is very important to stay flexible, however. Sometimes the experiment may give a different result than predicted by the hypothesis. Since real scientists don't like to make mistakes, we always write the hypothesis in pencil. If you want to improve your stamina, then you should make sure you eat a healthy diet from all the different food groups and
And
get
Dr.
plenty of
Cranium just
aerobic
speaks
exercise.
facts.
Oh you must mean my patented healing drink. You may have my last one. Unfortunately, I have forgotten the formula for its main ingredient.
That
If
is
you can
one
help me remember it,
copy
I will
protection.
be able to make some more healing drinks.
Quick soak. So let me see you what. Let me show you rather what you need to do. Let me capture it real quick. So this is the manual for Quest for Glory, right? You don't eat your greens indeed. If I was Dr. Cranium, I would bang you over the head. So in the manual, as you can see, we have this little formulas here, and you need to find the ones that you need in the game. So there's two basic, I think. One is for eating potions, which you can skip if you want, but the other is the other one you need. So you can skip one, but not the other one. So quick. I have to find quick salt. Quick salt. There it is. So it's water, air, fire. So it's water, air, fire, pizza, and air.
Thank you. With that information, I'm sure I shall be able to create some sensational scientific solutions.
Perfect.
Oh, you must mean my new universal poison antidote. You may have this one, but I will need some help with the formula to make more. Also, I am afraid I only have time to make one each day.
Betazine. So betazine is water, fire, water, earth, and fire. No pizza this time.
Thank you. With that information... Essential etheric fluid is an important ingredient in my formula for reanimating dead bodies. It contains the essence of the element of water, the most important ingredient in life science. Mad?
Mad?
They all call me mad, but what do they know of madness? I am not mad. A bit perturbed about the world situation and how
who isn't?
Respect, perhaps, but certainly not mad. This laboratory is where I perform some of my most important research. Lately, I have been trying to bring life back to a dead body and to...
Both very important, I think.
Reanimating the dead is just another day's work in the life of a scientist. Even science cannot bring a person back right the way they were, but one can use scientific principles to restore the semblance of life and energy to formerly dead flesh. The one alchemical combination that I have thus far been unable to fully analyze is that of a good cup of tea. I am sure there must be a way to duplicate the effects.
Not to mention a good cup of coffee.
Like a cup of spearmint and beefsteak tea? I thought not. This is even harder than rehydration solution and reviving dead tissue.
There it is, a rehydration solution.
Research is the heart and soul.
Gonna make a good tea if you eat the water in the mouth. I heard about that. I'm not sure why though.
To prove or disprove one's
because it's not fresh.
The scientist is left trying to solve the world's problems by guesswork. That is hardly the most efficient way to achieve results. I try to maintain a modest selection of useful experimental equipment in my simple laboratory. Unfortunately, it has become very difficult to... Igor is the gravedigger and tombstone carver. Business has been slow lately, perhaps because there are very few people left in town.
And no kids,
so Igor
as we mentioned.
comes in to help me with my work. Igor has had less work of late. The forest is just as dangerous, but there aren't very many people left in town who are stupid enough to go out there at night, you know. I like to think of it as a sort of evolution in action.
That's a good way to put it.
Igor is carving out quite a niche for himself in the gravestone business. You might say he is well on his way to becoming a rock star. Then again, you might not. The cemetery is outside of town to the east. It has proven a fruitful source of materials for my experiments. There are also some interesting and cryptic puzzles to be solved. Still,
So apparently we can't ask about the radiation solution yet. I mean, not that we need it at the moment, but...
Dr. Cranium has an orderly personality, so he likes to arrange things in tables.
Boo! That's an awful joke. You should be ashamed.
It's a beaker full of eyes, and they all seem to be looking at you.
John. Okay. I have to do John. That's gonna be difficult. Wait! Okay, so it's changing. Okay, let me prepare. You are puzzled to find a copy of Chemical Conundrums. That's not as low. I need to go. You are puzzled to find a copy of Chemical Conundrums. 5 out of 10.
You are in an incredibly cluttered laboratory.
Also, I need to compress my voice at
Jars
100.
of tubing cover every
100
surface.
hertz.
Experiments are in progress everywhere. Even mad scientists' labs need fireplaces to keep warm in this climate.
Okay. Bye, Dr. Cranium.
Come back and visit again. Oh, and if you see Igor, please tell him I still need the fluid.
You should impersonate the... Yeah, I should impersonate Rowan Atkinson? Why should I impersonate Rowan Atkinson? So we could have a little poke around, but I think, you know, for the first day...
You hear movement on the other side of the door. After a few minutes, you hear someone removing the bar and unlocking the bolts on the other side of the door.
Yeah, but I can do a British accent. I can barely do an Italian accent.
The inhabitants of the inn eye you suspiciously. You get the feeling that you're not particularly welcome here.
Then again, we're not welcome anywhere. Because Mr. Bean never says anything, he's telling you to shut up. Yep. I got that feeling.
Tonight, for your dining pleasure, it is the traditional Mordavian chicken paprikash, delicately seasoned with
that sounds
locally
good,
grown
though.
paprika and garlic.
That sound nice. Honestly, I'm kind of hungry. I would eat some chicken paprikash, even with some garlic. So let's start with this nice... let's first say hi.
They all stare at you for a moment, then go back to talking amongst themselves.
Okay, let's introduce ourselves.
We do not believe in heroes in Mordavia.
No one believes in heroes.
We have no need of heroes here.
Yeah, I mean, a hero's a nice sandwich, but I don't want to live next door to one.
Actually, I had an uncle once who was a hero. Will you give me a break?
The chat
with
is
all
just
this
angry
hero
tonight, huh?
stuff? Enough.
So as you can see from the dialogue of these three characters, there's a lot of improvisation here. So they will go off script, but that's the best part about it. So about them. So let's talk.
You know, we don't get many strangers here, now that the pass outside's been cut off.
Starving us, true.
He's right. We don't trust ones who come here by unknown means.
Yeah, particularly strangers we don't know. We tend to be kind of suspicious of strangers, and I think I'm looking at one right now.
No.
Yeah, that's why we made the sign that says strangers are unwelcome and unwanted.
Right. And in our own subtle way, we try to get across the fact that we don't like them very much. Strangers bring bad luck.
Strangers bring trouble.
Strangers bring the pest.
Actually, the last stranger brought a jester's hat and a staff, but we still don't trust him. Anything else you want to know?
Stranger danger.
You know, there's another stranger in town besides you.
Oh, and let me tell you, he is very strange, okay?
Strange? The dude ain't even human.
He's not
no
human?
one knows how he got here or why he came.
No one knows where he goes during the day, or who he's trying to meet, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and he tells jokes. At least I think he does. He says he's a real jester.
He dresses like Sonny Bono.
Sonny Bono!
He acts like a gnome.
That's a reference.
Einstein. The town of Mordavia is a very safe place to be, gotta tell you.
Gotta tell ya.
Oh yeah, you got nothing to fear within the walls of the town.
Other than the old monastery. Yeah, the old monastery. As long as you don't venture into the old monastery, you'll be safe as milk in this town.
Yeah, as long as you don't even think of getting near the old monastery, you're gonna be okay.
Did I, mention the monastery door? Oh, yeah, right. The monastery door. Look, as long as you don't go near the monastery door.
In fact, nowhere near the monastery. Don't even think about it.
I'm not interacting in
You'll
the...
be perfectly safe in the town of Mordavia.
I'm not interacting in the comedy routine. I mean, you can't interrupt it.
Hey, look. There's nothing wrong with us.
Yeah, we're okay. We've been tested.
Well, to tell you the truth, I do feel a cold sore coming on. Hey, Mordavia nights are dangerous.
Oh, he's right, you know. Nobody goes out at night, except my girlfriend, but she's working.
Her and a few ghosts, and revenants, a wraith, and vampire or two.
Wasn't expecting that joke.
Hold it, put it in parts. There are no vampires in Mordavia.
Vampires in Mordavia. Whoever heard of such nonsense?
I hate to burst your bubble, but my Uncle Fred was bitten by a vampire once.
This is Fred.
Your Uncle Fred's alive and well and retired till Silmaria. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, I know him. He sends you a postcard every harvest time saying, "Where's my $20?"
Well, he had a miraculous recovery.
That's a great way to go off script. Wish you were here. What's my $20? Okay.
This is the door.
Let's go have a nice night rest. If we can get up the stairs, which is hard.
There is no response. Whoever or whatever is renting this room must not be there right now. The room is totally... You unlock the... You awaken as the sun begins to rise.
Perfect. Now we can go have breakfast. Let's see what other nice meal we can drool ourselves thinking of. Yes, come on.
It's sausage and peppers fried with garlic.
I'd eat that. I eat that right away. Yes. Leave. Okay. Okay, let's go do...
Still you remain. It is a wonder you have managed to live so long.
Well, we haven't really been anywhere, but thanks for the vote of confidence. I don't know how to solve this. Ah, the Quest for Glory March, of course.
You're about as stealthy as the average goon.
Okay. Even while walking, it stops. What the fuck?
The stream water is cold, crisp, and clear. You...
Okay, then I guess we'll run. Okay, let me bring up the speed also. Let me save. I haven't done so in a while. Okay, that's definitely better. At least it doesn't stop. I wonder why it doesn't stop if the speed is on maximum, but it stops if it's not. Yeah, it stops if it's not on maximum. That's kind of weird. Okay, let's go say hi to this nice man.
A heavy gate blocks the way to the winding road. Far in the distance, you can see a majestic castle.
Welcome to Mordavia. It's nice
Yeah, the
to have
voice
some
acting
fresh
is
blood
fantastic.
around here. We so seldom see strangers.
The gatekeeper is a gaunt, tired-looking man with deep-set eyes that stare intelligently at you.
I am Boris Stovich. This is the castle of the Boyars, the title of the rulers of Mordavia.
It's a shame it's
It
also
once
low
belonged to
quality.
the
We'll
Borgov
never get
family
it
for
back to
generations,
decent quality.
But the last Borgov has been dead for many, many years.
Yes.
Mordavia is the name of this valley and of the town. Even the inn is called the Hotel Mordavia. The name means Dark Valley.
Of course. What else could it mean? Dark Valley.
The heads of the Borgov family were the Boyars of Mordavia for ages. The last Borgov disappeared at the time of darkness. No one knows what became of him. It is bad luck to even speak of the time of darkness. Mordavia was a safe and lovely land before that time. Much has changed since then, and for the worse.
Sounds like
Boyars
Italy.
are rather like barons of other lands. They own the castle and protect everyone within their domain. I'm not certain who all lives in the castle.
So, who
I
pays
so
your
seldom
wages,
see anyone
Boris?
from there. There's the master, of course. Then there's the strange foreigner. There's also the master's daughter, I believe, and some rather strange guards. Beyond that, I really can't say. I haven't actually seen the daughter, but I know the master is quite proud of her. The master desires privacy, and I respect that wish. As I always say, the will of the master is the shall of the servant. I wrote that. He is an unpleasant sort, with a short beard and moustache, and a funny hat. He is rude when giving orders.
Oh, rude.
And he has the habit of staring at a person and licking his lips.
Ugh.
Most unsavory.
Ugh. I wanted to do that on camera, but I won't do that. It sounds just awful.
I have only caught glimpses of them occasionally, but I don't think they are quite
This
human.
voice.
No matter. If a man does a good job, then whether he is a man does not matter. The head.
Oh yeah, we already asked about that.
This is the gate to Borgov Castle. You can see it in the distance behind here. I am here to make certain that only welcome guests may enter through here in the daytime. At night, this gate is guarded by huge necrotars who make certain no one tries to enter without permission. The town of Mordavia is to the east.
Yeah, we know what it is.
I am the gatekeeper of Borgov Castle. Is it not true that he who guards the gates is the keystone speaker?
I guess.
It is so difficult to get past the swamp which blocks the pass to and from the valley. We haven't had a stranger here since the rains created the swamp several years ago.
Wow.
You've obviously done quite a lot for one person. It will be interesting to see what you do around here.
Yeah. I'll show you what I'll do around here. First of all,
That didn't do...
I'll force the gate.
I'm afraid I can't allow you to do that. Please, stop.
You decide that it might be better to wait until no one is looking.
I'm afraid
You decide... It'll take a...
Okay. Never mind.
Far in the distance, you can see a grim but majestic castle.
It doesn't look that grim from here. It looks pretty
Goodbye,
nice.
young man. May the fireplace be warm and the drink cold at your journey's end.
So let's go meet some other creatures. Also, yeah, let me just put the speed at maximum. Looks like the Beauty and the Beast game. It does. It does. Ready to meet the Rusalka, which is probably Rusalka is probably the one reason why this game is as a mature audience only rating on Twitch, because otherwise it's not a lot. It's not a horror game, of course, but the Rusalka, yeah.
Hello there. Could you help me? This water is so cold and I need someone to help warm me.
This is one of the most beautiful women you've ever seen. She has lovely, long, golden green hair, although your eyesight tends to focus a bit lower than that.
Dirty man.
Why don't you come to my arms so that I can give you a real greeting? Surely a hero like you will help someone like me. Please, take my hand. It is so cold here in the lake. Please, come and hold me and help me to be warm again. I am the Rusalka. Please,
At least
take
she's
my hand
honest.
and help me. If you take my hand, I'll be happy to show you what the lake is like.
You ask what a nice girl like her is doing in a place like...
Classic Riz.
It's so nice here in the water. Why don't you join me? It is so...
Okay. I mean, we need to see it, so let's do it.
You wade out to the lake woman and take her in your arms. Her skin is soft but very cold. The lake spirit moans softly as she holds you closer and closer and tighter, then pulls you down into the lake.
Who could have imagined it? Oh no!
You quickly discover that you really don't know how to breathe water.
Doesn't matter, add snoo. Okay. Alright, we can save her for the moment, so we'll be back. Also, I don't think you can save her if you're not playing as a paladin. What's a paladin? So let's go have a peek at the cemetery. Uh-oh, the bunny. Okay, let's go fight the bunny. Stop jumping, you.
The cute, innocent, well, maybe not exactly, little bunny has been viciously slaughtered and now looks like a roadkill. There is absolutely nothing in the little rabbit's fanny pack. Well, maybe a pocket watch, but you don't need one of those.
I think the cemetery is to the north. Yeah,
You
there
have
it is.
entered an eerie,
Still remember every
deserted
location.
graveyard. Strange moans wail through the trees, and mysterious lights seem to flicker and fade among the tombstones. Two large crypts dominate the cemetery. This gravestone is marked, "No effort could Elissa save. She passed into a watery grave. Her body was lost.
This is the Rusalka.
Only her memory remains." Here lies Janos, faithful forever to his lost true love, laid beside her empty grave. The legend on this crypt reads, "Tomb of Ligeia."
That's another reference to Edgar Allan Poe. I don't know. There's Why there's so many references?
It's filled with this season's earnings.
Ugh. Woof.
Great Scott, that rotting corpse sure gave you a fright. Fortunately, it was just a dead body, not some sort of horrible undead creature.
It was just
Those
resting
only
against the
come out
door.
at night. This headstone reads, "On a dare, Pasha Sperry spent the night in the cemetery. Something gave him such a fright that now he sleeps here every night." The inscription on this headstone reads, "Michael Med bumped his head in another man's bed. Now he's dead. Rest in peace. Here lies the spirit of Barney Blue. To his lover was untrue.
Just having fun, really.
So she knew just what to do. Fixed herself some Barney stew. Here lies the body of Carrie Nation, who answered a vampire's invitation. Now there's cause for lamentation. It was a fatal recreation.
Recreation.
Arkin Tenor walked at night. Arkin saw his final sight. Now the question seems to be, what in the world did Tenor see? 2 spare coffins await their customers here. A fresh grave has recently been opened here. No hurry. They'll put you in one of those in good time.
We can only hope.
The dirt needs to stay here. Would you like to be buried without a blanket? And come to think of it, you'd probably just as soon not be buried at all.
It depends.
The gravestone is cold to the... It is deathly silent beyond the door. You examine the door closely. It's massive and well made. A large lock secures the door. You apply your shoulder to the crypt door with a mighty heave. It won't budge. The door... The majestic mountains in the background provide a beautiful contrast to the grim gravestone.
Okay, we can't get into the castle just yet. Even though I... Oh, there's a Lishi. Okay, let's do the Lishi. You hear a giggle from behind the bush. Then a squeaky voice asks, "One and one make 3. Tell me what you make of me." "Reading, writing, rattling game. Can you tell me what's my name?"
You tell the creature it's called the Lishi.
Ah, that's the price of too much fame. Now you've gone and guessed my name.
It was the Lishi, it was not a cat, apparently.
Leashy, leashy, look and see. In a bush or up a tree. Leashy, leashy, riddle rhyme. Can you solve them every time?
Oh, another rabbit.
Colorful wagons surround the fire pit in this authentic Mordavian gypsy camp. You've heard that gypsies like to keep to themselves, but surely they won't mind just one visitor.
They actually do mind.
Go away! We allow no strangers in our camp. Leave immediately!
He looks like a deformed Disney prince.
This gypsy is a very handsome young man. He looks altogether too good to be real. You suspect that he spends several hours preening each morning.
He's a Chad.
I lose my patience, and soon these wolves will tear your throat. These... We gypsies do not want strangers here. Go away, or the wolves will gnaw your bones.
Everyone just speaks in a very deadpan tone.
Go away!
Imagine speaking like that all the time in your daily life. You go to order a sandwich at the bar, you go, I would like the meatball sandwich, please. And also, give me some mozzarella on it. I will pay with credit card. I think we need to do that. I think we need to all start talking like that.
These bushes look as though someone planted them here deliberately.
If I were to get me pays off. I'm not sure. Maybe someone will call the police at some point. What? Okay, we're not going.
You provide the area foliage with a long-winded introduction and description of your past exploits.
As one does.
You'd almost swear you heard the trees yawn. But it must just be the wind in the bushes.
Okay, we can get in here at the moment, so we'll go back. Uh-oh. Fuck. The wyvern. I don't even remember how to jump. How the fuck do you jump? Okay, that's how you jump. Fuck! Wait. Fuck!
It's... not... That feels good.
Fuck! This fucking combat system is... Come on, kill the... So I like that the moment that I put an auto combat, the wyvern started moving. Come on, you're doing a piss poor job. Come on, you almost got it. Come on! Don't retreat! Don't! Come on! One more! One more! Come on, you... Come on! Oof, Jesus Christ.
You've whopped the wyvern. It now lies still like many of its victims before. You grab a hand... The wyvern has no place to carry treasure. This is one reason why dragon hunting is far more popular.
That's a good reason. It almost killed me, the fucking wyvern. That's a tough little cookie. Oh. So I would like to go back and try with the...
There's something strange about this bush. Maybe it's the eyes. Oh, forget it. It's probably just an ordinary, everyday bush with blood-red berries and tentacle-like branches.
Of course.
There's some... You'll have to get a little closer. The bush seems to be hard of hearing.
Yeah, I imagine. Hey.
You...
Okay. I don't want to risk my life against a bush. I don't want to get killed by a bush. No, bunny. No bunny. Please. Okay. Okay, we're back at the swamp. Let's see if I can do that bonsai thing.
You managed to knock a few of the rocks loose from the pile. You knocked.
Come on.
That last throw did it.
Yay! Okay. Now we just need to plant it somewhere. But still, so I'm basically dead, so let's go and rest our heroes.
The street. After some rest, you feel worse than before.
Ah, that's just my average night.
Still you remain.
Yeah.
You really don't feel well. As a matter of fact, you feel like you're about to die from the poison in your system.
Okay, I'll take an anti-poison.
The only effect is a tingling sensation. It's sausage and peppers fried with garlic.
Again? Okay, it might get a little bit tiring after a while.
You unlock
As much as one might like sausage and peppers.
After some rest.
So we did many interesting things today. Okay, I did basically nothing, but fine.
You
That you would eat it even now? Yeah. I feel ya. I know. It's getting late.
That was. There's only a certain amount of punishment your body can stand on any given day. Enough pain, enough gain for now. Try again tomorrow. That was.
You're a couple asleep. I mean, at least you're asleep to something. I'm just working for nothing.
That was.
Becoming rich? Nah. Getting in shape.
After some.
Ah, there's the old man.
The old man walks with a slumped back and a sad, dejected look in his eyes.
I am Nikolai. Have you seen my honor? Honor. Have you seen my honor?
Oh, poor Nikolai.
I am looking for honor. Have you seen honor?
That again. I will for the 2 people that like to comment. I want to finish today. If I want to finish today, I'll have to stream this until like 6 AM, so probably not.
You do not have.
Oh no, I do not have any magic ability. So. There we go. Bye. Hello, Lishi.
2 and 2 and 2 make 6. A little bush is in a fix. If you save a plant from goo, I can help you with a clue.
Okay, we need to go plant the bush then. That's what he means with the bonsai, rather. That's what he means. Okay, no, in Irana's garden. We need to plant it in Irana's garden, which I also haven't been. So Irana's garden is... yeah, later. Why is my webcam... brightening up? What the fuck?
You are on... You are...
Jesus Christ, the Negrotron! Fuck! No. No. I think we'll go... Ah! Jesus Christ. No.
And all this time you thought Necrotors were vegetarians. Your final battle certainly ruled out that theory.
Well, I actually wanted to run away, but for some reason it didn't work. Do we have a... Somebody say yes, okay. Yeah. No. Come on. Why are you not running away? What's your fucking...
After...
Of course I had to meet that fucking Negrotor. Yeah, at least you will later.
You're somewhere.
Done.
You are... You are near the...
No, that's a gypsy. That's nothing.
You are in the northern part of the forest.
No. Where's Irana's garden? Oh. Oh, fucking... Okay. Good.
You think you're in the southern or southeastern part. You are deep in...
Good, this is where the bush is.
You are in the southern part of the forest.
To the northeast.
Through the dense...
Okay, northeast. So north, east.
You're in the northern part of the forest.
No, I think that was wrong.
You are deep in the... You are in the southern part of the forest. Through the dense...
No.
The hunchbacked artisan.
Oh, Igor got key to crypt. Igor keep key to crypt.
Oh, so he had...
No disturb crypt. Not nice.
He's got the key, okay.
Well, technically only large one crypt. Crypt of Borgov's. Smaller building tomb. Not certain what distinction myself. Grave, hole in ground. Put person in when dead.
Or not.
Me, Igor. You weird stranger. This cemetery. This where dead people buried.
Okay, thanks, Igor.
Hello.
You don't know... You are in the forest. You have come
wasn't
to a
that
beautiful
difficult.
garden deep within the forest. The stream flows gently in a loop around the central island. Feelings of peace and harmony permeate the area.
Okay, let's plant the little bush that couldn't.
You plant the bonsai in the hole and scrape some of the rich soil around it. In moments, the bush begins to grow and blossom before your eyes. You take a drink of the cool water. As you approach the tree, the fruit vanishes. Must be that low-calorie kind.
I hate that. Okay, night has come, which is not good news, so let me save real quick.
After some...
Let's dream about Irana.
You feel the sensation of floating freely in a swirling cloud of magic. You are warm and safe, surrounded by the sound of peaceful beauty. You feel as if you are suddenly totally alive. You can remember every happy moment of your past, taste every favorite sensation.
It's like LSD.
Hear all the colors of the universe. This is the true joy of living. Suddenly, you find yourself trapped by darkness. You cannot breathe. The darkness is tearing the warmth, life, and magic from your body. Pain. The agony of lungs without air. The burning cold of a body trapped in ice. The terror of helplessness as death approaches. You float, cold and lifeless. You gradually wake, shaking off the shreds of dreams that cling to your memory.
Still you remain.
Yeah, I know. I'm great. Let's have a quick breakfast. A hearty breakfast.
Nothing like a good breakfast to get you off to a good start in the morning, especially when everything's laced with garlic.
Okay, let's go talk to the shopkeeper real quick.
Well now, what news do you have for me? My sad departed husband? His name was Boris. Gone 3 years now. He was such a good man.
You tell Olga that the gatekeeper's name is Boris Stovich.
What a
Ask if they're
twist!
related.
Aha! So that's where the so-and-so went.
Wasn't he dead?
Tell him he's a rotten old goodnik.
Tell Olga about what you've been doing in Mordavia.
Running away from Necrotars.
And be sure and keep me informed. I need to know everything that goes on around here. Someone's got to have a clue after all.
First, select... Don't do that. You're likely to become a basket case.
Ho-ho!
Careful. The cats may explode if you touch them.
Why should they explode?
They're perfectly content where they are.
Be seeing you soon enough, as my lost husband used to quote.
He's not lost, he's just at the gate. He's working, he has a double life. Wonder where he sleeps. Huh.
You greet the old man.
Good day. Have you seen my honor?
So let's go talk to the Lishi. Ugh. Why do you make me do this?
Oops, Hi there. 3 and 3 and 3 make 9. Who lives among the watery brine? Fishy, squishy riddles make. Tell me now who's in the lake. 1 and 2 and 3 make 6. Who hides her hut behind trick sticks?
Wonder who that is.
Magic message. Bushes here. In the rhyme with disappear.
Ah, okay. So the Lishi gave you the rhyme. Okay. I thought it was the gnome. Okay. Let's go meet our skull friend. Oh, fucking. Okay. Weapon 26. Okay, little by little.
As you repeat the magic phrase you learned from the Lishi, the bushes on the west spring apart as if by magic. Oh, that's right, it is magic.
No, there's no magic, only science.
It's a dead body, artistically laid out for maximum shock effect. Actually, it just happened to fall in that position, but please don't tell anyone.
Bonk.
Ah, you don't want to go redoing Baba Yaga's exterior decoration now, do you?
Why not?
There's no response from the dead body, of corpse. The tree's roots have grown up around an egg-shaped rock. They nestle it almost as if it was a real egg.
Go back or face thy doom. Hey, wait a second. Don't I know you from somewhere? Yeah, you're the guy that turned Baba Yaga into a frog. So what are you doing here? Trying out for the part of soup du jour or auditioning for the main course?
Alright.
She's back to her old self, if you knows what I mean. Other than a craving occasionally for flies and a distaste for frog legs, she's the same as ever.
Baba Yaga in the first quest for Glory is definitely way different from this one. Like, she's kind of the same, but...
Danger? Around here? Nah, must be your paranoia acting up again. This place is as cozy and safe as a coffin. You can see for yourself that the hut's okay. Took it a bit to settle down from the last flight, though. You mean the hut of brown now sit down sort of thing the last time you was by? Well, that don't work anymore. Just go up to the hut and it'll squat and let you in.
Not even the old rhyme works anymore.
My eye? Not bad at all. I has to admit, you gave me a real gem.
But...
I wouldn't do that if I was you.
This skull has brightly reflective eye sockets that look almost like mirrors. The nearest skull is fixed in a perpetually sour expression. One eye socket is empty, the other filled with a brilliant gem, like the flare of the frost flame. You're sure you've seen this skull and that gem somewhere before?
In Quest for Glory 1.
Danger! Around... Don't remind me. I thought I was gonna be left behind when the hut flew the coop, but Baba Yaga picked me up later. Who sure made her mad.
Yeah. Good to see me again, I know. So, what do you want?
I'd like to pass, but that's not gonna happen, is it? I remember you should talk to the skull, because he has to tell you that you need to use the... He wants another gem, but he's not telling me.
Call me Bonehead. She's back.
Okay, so I guess we're not doing that. Okay. I mean, it's not like I need to go in at the
Don't
moment.
come back unless you got a reason to be here.
But it has something to do with the gnome. That's why we have to go back. Again?
Gotcha.
1 and 2 and 3 make 6. Who hides her hut behind trick sticks? Magic.
Would that be Baba Yaga in her chicken leg hut you try?
Baba Baby, that's the one. An ogress who is loads of fun. Guessing answers without knowing? Check your guesses first by going.
I did go. Lish, you don't think enough
what?
of me.
Hello.
Hello. I mean, let's do the Lish's riddles. We'll have to do them all anyway.
And 12 make 22. This killer plant will crawl to you. Hungry, hunting, seeking food. A berry bush with an attitude?
Okay, we don't know this one.
You make a wild guess. Is that the bush I rescued from the goo?
No, it's not a bush.
4-3. You've dealt with goo. If it answers 1, it won't for 2.
Okay, so we need to do something about the bush with the eyes. I remember you need to knock down the branch, but I didn't think it had to do with the Lish's guessing game. Interesting. No. Why can I never remember where the fuck all these things are? There it is.
There's something... You grab it... You've managed to knock a branch with some berries loose from the bush.
Okay.
You strip them. That hurt. That you...
Okay, so now maybe we know the answer now. Oh. Oh. No, I think it's on the right. Meow.
And 12 make hung.
Yes. What?
Nothing.
That's the Burry Bush. I mean, we know the name too. That's strange. Maybe someone has to tell us. I mean, apparently we already know. Let's go Dr. Crean. I don't think Dr. Crean... Okay, what's going on? Okay, sure.
just in time to witness a magnificent scientific experiment.
Yes.
I have managed to harness the very primal force of lightning at my beck and call. Now I shall use it to create life itself.
Do it.
Watch this.
Do it, Dr. Cranium.
That was not quite the experimental result I expected. But never mind that. It is merely a momentary setback in the annals of science. I shall readjust the magnetic electrical stimulation system and try again another day. My neighbor Nikolai is not actually as old as he now appears. He has been very unhappy since his wife's disappearance
15
some 15
years ago. Still looking for her.
I can understand his disappointment. She never brought me back the berries I needed for an experiment. I am convinced that I have come to the conclusion that lightning is electrical in nature, which would put it in the realm of fire. Fortunately, there have been an increasing number of storms here lately, so I have been able to harness some of the lightning and store it for experimental use. Antwerps are a truly fascinating species. They reproduce by splitting into a number of tiny Antwerps, each with their own genetic code. They cannot split voluntarily, however. They only reproduce when cut or stabbed.
That's an interesting way of
My
reproducing.
test Antwerps came from Spielberg Valley, where
Reproduce
there
only
was
when
an
you're
Antwerp
stabbed.
population explosion last spring. Understand. Here you are, one freshly brewed healing drink. If you... Here you are.
Thanks.
A peep. Oh, I have been better. The failure of my MESS was a shocking experience, I can tell you. Understand. Oh.
So do we have to give him the berries?
That didn't...
No, thank you. I long since performed that experiment using substitute materials.
They're very poisonous, you know. You better save them for someone who can appreciate their finer points.
Perhaps I should wait a day or two before resuming my Frankie experiment. It is very important that the right person stay in charge here.
That was a joke.
You... Trying to be a social climber?
That
would... You pick up 2 of the metal weights and put 1 in each of the baskets. Your legs are too stiff.
Some good grinding. This one does.
That... That... After some rest... That was good climbing. That was good. That was...
So I'm not sure about the elderberry bush. I mean, we know the name, we know where the berries are from. Why can we solve the riddle? That's strange. I don't think I have to read it in a book. You read it in a book?
Which book? As you... There are a series... The chapter on... In the... You learn about the... You could really...
No. It's not like there's any plants expert either. Okay. Day 3. Alright, I guess we'll cut off now for the moment and continue from day 3 another day. I'll have to be careful not to save all on the same slot, because I mean it's very easy to get into a dead end. So yeah, I'll have to remember to be careful, because this is Sierra we're talking about, and this is one that there's definitely more nasty surprises than the average adventure game at the time. Okay, then yeah, I'll continue this Thursday, same time. We'll go back to the land of Mordavia and play some more Quest for Glory 4 of Shadows of Darkness, hopefully solve the somewhat leashy problems, and perhaps kill ourselves on Necrotar. Doubtful, but who knows. Alright, thanks for watching. See you Thursday. Bye.